All right, I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna turn mason jar ends. And I made these blanks out of, this is like 5/4 deck board, but it's not been pressure treated. I used to get countertop skids on this, and me being a pack rat, I just couldn't throw it away, so I kept it. And I cut these round blanks, make these lids with a hole saw. And I made about 80 of them about a month ago. When everybody leaves, I want to get one and take them home and see if they can make a mason jar. Okay, got these. I'm gonna do first on a screw chuck. I have these, I've already had them on the chuck, and I always put wax on the screw chuck so you get stuff back off. Especially if you use ring. Because if it's set up on there, you'll almost have to throw the whole thing once you get it apart. But it works good once you get that stuff. Before it turns in first, and then I'm gonna put these, I'm gonna countersink them with a force fit. And then I'm gonna turn them around. You didn't turn the other side and decorate. I've got a bunch of them over here. And these are some that simply have, this one simply has beeswax mineral on it. I've got these jars, or, this is African Paducah wood here. I don't know what this is. I buy this good wood from Rockland in blocks like this, cost about $7. And then I take and cut a 3/4 inch block off the back because the hole saw will only cut 1.5 inches. And then it gives you these blocks, you can make these little mirrors out of.
That's a good mirror.
It is. And I make, I make these, I've sold them, give them away for Christmas. And, women love these for Christmas presents and stuff. So you get two projects out of one piece of wood. And, these are all jars that have been, these are the yellow pine that I cut the blanks out of.
Gary, what are you selling these for?
About $30, $35, depending on where you're at. I've sold a bunch of them out of my accessory store for $30. And the little mirrors, I've got $20 for them. I ain't got but a few of them left. And the rest of these have this paint. You thin the paint like water and put it on there. When it dries, you sand it back off. And it goes into softwood, it absorbs. This one is a piece of yellow pine, good straight grain, almost hardwood.
It's pretty, isn't it?
And it just has beeswax on it. That's I've got Stacy's wax on it, and it finishes real good. This one, just glue it in. This one has a coat of pink paint on it. Easter coming up. You know, if you're gonna do a craft thing at different time.
Put some spiraling in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do the spiral. Yeah. And this is the same process. I just put white paint on it. Now, the ones that's made out of the, I think it's a mahogany. I'm not sure. The first one I passed around with spiraling on top. It's got lacquer on it, which is my favorite finish because it finishes good and fast. And then this is some block I'm gonna cut out of this this kind of wood. I don't know what kind of flavor wood this is. This is Osage yarn. I do know that. This is just some that. This is some that I've cut.
That's just a single.
And I've done this one on a screw chuck. This one's on screw chucks. Now, everybody don't have hole saw. But the hole saw is fast. The force can be as fast. You can turn a lot of these quick. You cut this out of any kind of wood you want, long as it's about 5/4 thick. And it works great. And the harder wood, like oak, cherry, poplar, maple, something like that, it takes the texture very well. This soft pine does not take it very well because it's too soft. I am gonna try and do a little bit of it, show you. This is a piece of lace wood. You don't, you don't see a lot of that, but, I go to Rockford every once in a while, I just go through their bin and everything they got it, I ain't got, I buy it. And it, I don't know what this is, it's,
There.
Steve may can recognize it, but I don't.
It says it's assorted.
That's it. It's a sword. Lots of rare species. Yeah.
Steve, have you ever turned any assorted wood?
Yes.
Burn upwards with them.
And then this is just pieces I cut off the back of the other stuff. We'll do these with fruit cup. These I've already put on the chuck. I cut them square and then I cut the corners off on the bandsaw, strictly so it'll be faster. So that we have enough time to get everything done.
And Gary, just for a little bit of introduction on yourself on these, how many of these do you turn each year?
Well, I hadn't turned any in a while, but I turned about 100 in total. My mother was in a nursing home in Carrollton, and they was exceptionally good to my mother, so I made a bunch of them. I made about 50 or 60 one Christmas and give all the nurses. Of course, took good care of her before, but it really took me real very glad to see. If you do stuff, people do stuff for me, they're glad to see you coming. You don't say, oh, there comes that old grumpy, that's what we don't ever do that. I enjoy doing it and I enjoy giving it. I give away a lot of credit at the time. That's the whole deal with it. Okay, I turn these things pretty fast because if you turn them fast, you know, Charlie my boy has told you plenty of times, everybody that turns a lot does, the slower you will make the cuts, the smoother cut you go. Just cut down on the same. Nobody like that saying. Me the most of all. You know, I'm just using pencil count.
This was so this was a big piece. The degree.
And if you just always. Oh, yeah. I hadn't had one of these come off, but I have had stuff come off before. Okay.
Yeah.
Now then, we're gonna wind up with this
It's gonna be.
being the
That's gonna be fun.
top side of it. I just sand these things lightly and I'll sand them a lot more. And I get these little sanding blocks, Woodturners wonderful. This thing needs to be about 3.5 inches.
Like where? Where? Well, that's good, at least three.
It's a,
And if you look at the back side of what you're cutting, it'll give you a better idea of what you want it to look like. And it doesn't have to be a perfect size. You just want it to be good and smooth. And that you'll see that's very smooth, but turning it, cutting it real slow. But being that I do have it there, I'm gonna hit a lick with some sandpaper. We'll start with 100. And 150. And the 220, that's usually good enough on that. Now, we're going to do a little bit different right here. We're going to put a couple of burn rings on the outside of this. And I simply take it off. And just slide it in the burn wire. And do not. Because it will take the flavor off.
How are you know?
Okay, so that's right. Okay, that's the way you get around with your screws.
Robert, well, don't wear full extension.
That's by far my favorite way to get them around. And I'm gonna put a big chuck over here. Doesn't have to be real close, just enough to hold it. I'm gonna put a little pepper mark in what I want it to be on, so. And then if you don't, everybody don't have to be forced to be it. You can take it to Dan. I've got this mark on the Dan, how deep it is. You don't have to be perfectly flat bottom, because the ring, once you put the ring in there, it's got a hole in it, the lid's gonna fit inside of here, so it's not critical Okay. It's just a little bit small, so. Here again, if you look at the back side, to give you a better idea of what you're cutting. Okay, that's not quite deep enough. I mean, you get it right. Then that's good enough right there, because this little ring needs to stay on the outside. If you don't, it goes in there too deep. Okay.
A good
Got
fit.
that part done. And that's how you get your recess to put in.
How much do you say that Forstner bit is if you had to buy one of those to do that?
Well, I bought a carbide.
Yeah.
Because I knowed I was gonna do a bunch of them.
Right.
I'm gonna say they're $35, $40.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That Bedan worked real well.
It does. If you just don't do a few, that's fine. But I knowed I was gonna do probably 100 of them. So.
Yeah.
As many chucks as I've got, I cannot get a set of jaws that will fit exactly where I want to with a good set of jaws. I got these cheap ones that come from Mid-State. It does exactly what I want them to do.
Everybody needs more chucks.
They are.
It's like you need more lamps.
Yeah, when I started turning, I had an old Craftsman who had a 3/4 inch shank. So that was all I could get to fit it. Now I have to use it out to get it look. So now I'm gonna turn this around. And the reason for sanding this outside rim, while you got it on there, the other one, is it's finished now, and you don't have to try and work your chisel back into it.
Now, at home, you're not switching chucks, you're just switching lathes, right?
Right.
You got the 3 lathes and you got one.
Well,
Not joking, he has
Yeah,
one of those chucks on each of the
and
lathes.
what I use is I'll do all of one step.
Yeah.
And then it goes another step.
Right.
So,
That's,
I am fortunate that I'm overpowered.
you're working on it too, right?
I mean, it's only money.
I'm not at your level. This is bad.
I know. It
The me and Dennis got to be good friends. He came in my shop, and I met his wife. And so I get to pick at him. Well, I can't pick at everybody. I don't know this much. They might get offended and Dennis don't. If he does, he don't.
Doesn't bother me in the least.
Okay. Now, if you're gonna do any texturing of these things, you do have to sand them first. I've got all my paper with the numbers on it, so it's easy. And if you go text on outside of this, 220 is sufficient. I don't know whether you can see that in the camera, like, it's good and smooth. And you can do all kinds of text. In order to do the texting with a regular texting tool, you need to slow the speed down to
What do you slow it down to, Gary?
around 500,
500?
somewhere right there. You take these little spiraling tools. Now, I'm gonna show you on a piece of hardwood in a minute how much better it does. You start with it up like this, and it's gonna give you a real close pattern. And
Okay.
take a brush. And I hit it again real light with the 220 paper. You can see the pine tears pretty easy, just compared to the other one. And I'm gonna take its outside color down just a little bit before I start the inside. Because when I get through here, all that's gonna matter from this is the outside rim. I'll take two different grits.
That's a bit.
That's up to you.
Good, good. I can see the bit. Now I see it. Now I see it.
And you're supposed to slow
That's over in about 300.
your speed down when you use a forester bit.
What diameter is that?
I do a little bit better here than I do at home. I run it pretty fast at home anyway.
Gary, a question from the audience, what size is the drill bit?
I think it's 2 3/4. I got it marked here. It's 2 3/4. And I decided to do a bunch of things. You can do these things fast. And then see it fits in there. Sticks it. It's a little bit loose, but they don't sell one exactly the same.
Right.
But when you glue it in, it don't matter.
Don't use, yeah.
Pass that around. Because I'm gonna do more textures on these. Okay. I'm gonna dress up this outside edge just a little bit. And here again, you need the sand there before you start texturing. You see, this hardwood, it finishes real good. Yeah. I use this texturing tool a lot because you can do so much with it. You run it straight up, and it'll just make a little roll of dimple. The more you turn it, the bigger the pattern gets. I don't like the way this outside edge is done, so I'm just going to turn it off. Yes, that's good. Just to get most of that tear out. Off. And you can touch it with the paper again. And you've got a totally different look to it. I'm gonna take it off now. And I'm gonna, turn the outside edge a little bit. And this is the whole saw I use. And I've done lots of, it's 3 3/4. Comes out with a good. You see, if I turn it at inside just a little bit, I can get real close to the edge. And you can calibrate this thing at that kind of thing. It's heading up.
What's that?
I say you can go calibrate fast, but they tell you not to. I went to the doctor when I cut myself pretty bad, and I went to the hospital and told the doctor, I said, I'm a wood, let me see your finger. He said, you're pretty good, you still got all the fingers. He said, you ain't got all your fingers.
Let's see what.
And always hold this thing in your hand, because it will spin.
Earl. Bird.
I never sit on the worst from it.
You see, now it's just where it needs to go. Always take this thing out, see? Because it will eat your arm up.
She would say that she could make her swing.
I'm gonna take this outside edge off just a little bit. Guys, I got plenty of blanks up here, so if I mess one up.
You came prepared. Gary told me he'd been practicing on these. He said, I got some blanks turned up in case I make a mistake. I said, how many you got? He said, 80.
But I want everybody to take a blank when they start home
He did. I'm not
and
joking.
kind of make a lid next month.
That's what you call confidence.
Yeah.
One more. This is beeswax mineral. Stacy makes it. And I've got to love it. So, does good.
Pretty wood.
He gets about $2. I've got enough project to work on it, making finish. Anything that's big enough to get a 44 out of. And it makes, these, and then this is a piece of red oak. It does extremely well when you texture it now. And like I said, the more you texture this stuff, the better people like it. And so if you're gonna do craft stones, try some of this on it. And you'll see sales are a lot better than just plain anything you do. Like I said, I ain't sure what kind of wood this is. Come out of one of these. Maybe this one. They got a big bin up there like this. I just couldn't, always have 100 of these in the house.
Assorted.
So,
Assorted. It's
I
assorted.
forgot about that.
I can't hardly price up something like that. You need to outside, that's the ball. Well, there you go.
I'm gonna have it.
Yeah,
How long did this last?
pretty good while if I don't get on the egg. The longest spot in it like that. It's just a whole lot easier to do this. You don't stick your fingers in it quite. You know. And here again, you only need the outside edge, but this is where we're gonna do the counting with it.
You get that drill bit off Amazon? Yeah.
What do you say?
He said, did you get the drill bit off of Amazon?
Yeah, I did. 2 or 3,
Like a jillion times on there.
2 or 3 years ago.
Probably made real stuff.
You don't have to spare the money.
Perfect that time. These pieces to cut off the back of that 2-inch block, they're a little bit thicker than those there. So you can do them on the outside rim and just cut it for those others.
I was waiting for you, Jerry.
I don't need another hole in it. And you always want to turn this out to the right hand side, because this flame will back out if you come to the other side. Use any kind of finish you want on it. I've tried friction polish or tried, I like lacquer because I can get the most shine out of lacquer. Anything I've tried. And the main thing I try to do is get them all different. I hope everybody liked this, maybe you learned a little something. If you didn't, blame it on me.
Questions? Anybody have any
Anybody got
questions?
questions?
Do you glue them in?
You what now?
Do you glue the lids in?
Yes. This is another trick I've learned. I buy this glue everywhere. And I buy these, they call them upholstery pins. And I stick it in there, and it just makes it easier to get it out.
Oh, okay.
And you buy these little pins on Amazon, about a dozen of them, $9, $10, something like that. And they just makes it easier than that thing being all globbed up, and you're trying to cut it off and spray it up. But that's a good thing. And then I just take these and I just run it around the edge, and then I spray the outside of this with a hardware.
Do you use the
Yeah,
thick
this is
CA?
thick. I guess you could use any of them. This just,
Feelings.
it don't run as fast. Yeah, it sticks on the side. Any other questions?
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Good job.
Thank you, sir.